Today we're gonna make
a Chartreuse Martini.
Chartreuse Martini.
Oh, we did this already.
We did it.
No, we're going to do this.
Okay.
And you're gonna see it.
Again?
Wait a minute, you're gonna make it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Shit.
My brain's blowing up.
A lot of work. Welcome to Combat Cocktails. Danny and Derrick can make for you a Chartreuse Martini. This drink is 2 ounces of gin, 1 ounce of green Chartreuse, and 1 ounce of dry vermouth. It's a shake and strain drink, and I was like, wait a minute, you don't shake and strain martinis for two reasons. You're shaking it with gin, and you're shaking it with vermouth, and that's usually not something you do because it ruins some of the flavors and the notes of the gin. But I did all kinds of searches, went through all, like, you know when you find, like, Martha Stewart living cocktails, and you're like, you're just fucking making cookies and shit, right? Said shake and strain. I'm like, well, she doesn't know what she's doing because it's not even her, right? And then I found like some of the official classic websites that make these, and it still was a shake and strain. I'm like, fuck it, I don't understand.
You got a shake and strain?
I'm guessing, and some people did mention because of the chartreuse. I think just the herbal nature of the chartreuse that, yeah. And so this drink, I found 2 recipes. This was the one that most people use, which is just your 2-in-1. The other one was like 1.5. 1/2 or something like that.
No, so it's pretty much the same.
It's just less gin, and that didn't seem like it made sense.
Get it.
Run it under hot water.
He's got well, you're finding all of the bottles. You know what it is. I've used bottles we don't typically use because if it was maraschino, we've used it. Aperol, yep. But if it's like
Chinar or peppermint schnapps,
the Chartreuse should have been fine because I used that like last week. Chartreuse I used last week too. Maybe that's the problem. I used them last week and I didn't clean off the top before I put them away. I also lost an entire bottle of massive vermouth, so I don't know what the fuck happened. It's a rough night, I guess.
It's a lot of chartreuse and a lot of vermouth.
Yeah, this is a rough night, pony boy. Like we got...
That's what they should call this, the rough night.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Well, it's not just this. It's that we've done a lot of drinks that are, like, they're still lingering on my palate. Like, I still have Burnett that I haven't washed off.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, let me have some of that.
I don't know what a good palate cleanser is for this level of drinking. Ginger.
Or water, or bread.
Ginger, water, and bread. Water's not working.
Tostitos.
Bread makes it, like, boring. Yeah, like, those little...
salty.
Yeah, saltines.
Soups.
Oh.
Fritos.
Yeah. Fritos? No, saltines. Saltines are good. And I think also, now that I think about it after seeing what you just did there, it was something to do with the coldness factor too, I think helped. Like the chill of the drink with the shake. Yeah. To kind of probably curb down some of the
I can see a little bit
intensities you're going to get.
It looks
a little bit aeration
delicious.
Makes it look nice.
Yeah. It's got the
I don't buy into the whole bruised gin thing. I think that's a bunch of bullshit.
Is that on
how
there?
you really feel.
That'll look good.
We shake a lot of gin drinks.
Well, the when you make a martini and you shake it,
You're aerating it. Oh.
right? But the problem is a lot of the floral notes, like the delicate notes, get lost because of the aeration, and you end up with like more deeper bassy notes. It's like a musical instrument.
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna try it.
You're losing some of that, and when you're only doing something simple, it's gonna flatten it. Taste a little bit boring-ish. I don't drink martinis very much in either of those ways.
Seems
And
like
you get the
over
silkiness.
engineering.
But if you put it in any other drink with gin, like a Dorchester, you're not gonna get that level of intensity.
We're back in.
he would do that if that was urine.
Yeah. He didn't wait for us to get an opinion though
But-
before we went back in. So.
No, that's true. But he is. It's hard because I feel like he's holding back and doesn't want to react until we've all done this.
It's actually pretty good.
You know what it tastes like to me? Absinthe.
A little bit, yeah. We could take a
It tastes like absinthe, like
Yeah.
like a
Almost-
louche absinthe.
dial back
Why
the
is
vermouth
that?
a hair. Maybe
That's what we did last time.
3/4 or a half on the vermouth instead of a full ounce, but
I think
not
this is
bad.
probably one of the better vermouth drinks I've had because I don't feel like I'm getting as much vermouth. I'm getting that absinthe, like that anise.
it's
and
like the absinthe
herbs.
frap
Yeah.
because it's cold.
Yeah.
And it's
Yep. You could blend this thing up. You can have a frozen.
It's like that, but not with like the... It's not super heavy on like the black licorice.
right.
I like black licorice, so that doesn't bother me.
I like
Yeah,
the
see,
fact
I
that
don't-
it's got like
Yeah,
I'm not like a huge fan of like
freckles?
black licorice.
yeah. It almost looks like oils.
It's like layered, like
That's probably the...
It's much better than I thought it was going to be. It's almost like it tastes like chartreuse, and it has a little bit almost like undertones of like a dirty martini.
because of the gin.
Without the olives, which makes it even better.
Yes.
I don't know. Wait a minute. You don't like olives?
Yeah, it's not my drink.
Oh, you are fucking
love
weird,
olives.
and I already knew you were weird, so fucking... I had hope for you. You just went down the shitter.
You're now at my level.
No, I've been called weird twice. I think I'm weirder than you tonight.
Just
If it were a
tonight.
competition, I'm winning. Just saying.
But I would be the first loser.
No,
I'm not a
you'd be the second
huge
loser.
fan of vermouth, and
I
in
don't
this
either.
drink, it works.
Yeah. Because it doesn't taste too much like that fortified wine. I think it's because the chartreuse is so distracting.
I
but
get it a little bit, but I guess it's not enough to be like bad. Like
no, you know what? There is a little bit when all the flavors subside, you get a little bit of that
it's like a vermouth rinse on your mouth.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's where the dirty part comes in.
Yeah.
Like,
But then you taste the olive juice the whole time, right? And I think the olive juice probably wouldn't go with this juice.
no, the olive juice definitely would not go.
But
with
it has the same color. If you splash a lot of dirtiness in there.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
I think this is far better than a dirty martini.
I'll tell you though.
Like the angle I was looking at it, it looked like there. Sorry, it looks like there's an olive at the bottom just because the way the glass is when you hold your hand
Oh,
there.
that's your finger.
I don't know if you can.
Yeah.
You see, like
Because there's a
it
dark
kinda looks like
pocket.
there's an olive.
Yeah, it's a dark
Yeah.
pocket like on the curve of the
So
glass.
we could call the faux dirty martini.
Faux martini.
The faux. Oh, it could
The
be.
Decepticon.
The faux, yeah.
Which is another drink that I think is just absinthe.
I'll tell you though, if you have chartreuse and you don't know what to do with it, that's a pretty good drink.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Or you could make a green point, but this is not a bad option. If you
I can't remember. Is Green Point bourbon instead?
a green point, a Manhattan with chartreuse.
Yeah.
So bourbon or rye.
Right.
We've done that probably a couple times.
Probably.
I think that's a serviceable drink and a great use of chartreuse. Actually, a greater use for your
Yes.
vermouth because you're like, what the fuck am I going to do with this? It's like the whole bottle. I can't just sit there drinking vermouth.
I don't like martinis. What am I going to do?
Right. Boom.
I'm telling you, if you have a bottle of both of these and you're like, shit, I can make like 2 drinks with them, you got another one.
Pour
now.
one into the other. And then,
It's pretty
And
good.
a gin.
yeah.
It is pretty good.
It does taste like absinthe though.
Yeah, I know.
But
Do you
not
like
like
dirties?
strong.
No.
Okay. Then you'll probably like this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sidebar over there. There's some drinks. These ones will be gin-based because that's the core ingredient, I guess, if you want to call it
Yes.
so. And down below is the bartender starter... What is it? Home bartender starter kit from
You better
my
get one.
store at awesomenedrinks.com. We are teaching you how to drink.